Hey guys, what is going on? This is car number 5. Today I have another player review for you, and we're going to be talking about the live series Steven Strasburg. Keep in mind there is a flashback. The main difference is that the flashback throws a little bit harder and does not have a slider. So I believe the live series one is better just for the fact he has a slider. He also has a little bit better control on his pitches. So looking at Steven Strasburg's attributes, his stamina is 93, hits per 9 80, K per 9 87, so he has pretty good per 9s. Better than pitchers similar to his rating, such as Jacob deGrom. 74 walks per 9, pretty good control, I would say. 74 walks per 9. Now his individual pitches, he has, four seam. He can throw anywhere from 95 to 98. Curveball is 81 miles an hour, 73 break. He's got a two seam, 95, anywhere from 94 to 97 miles an hour with 54 break. Not too much break, but it's a good two seamer that you can run in on the hands on righties. Slider is 88 miles an hour, only 68 break, but still, it's just good that he has a slider because it makes people respect, the inside fastball and the curveball that much more. So I want to talk about his best pitch specifically, and that is his changeup with 83 break. Comes in at 86 mile an hour, which is about 10 mile an hour slower than his four seam. Really good pitch. He has really good control on it. And like I said, the break is 83 miles an hour, so it has a really, really good pitch. And I believe that is one reason Strasburg, in my opinion, is a top 5 pitcher on the game. Is a lot of these, hard-throwing righties in the game. I'll just use Arrieta and Fernandez for an example. Their changeups are a lot harder, and they're not as good as Strasburg. Strasburg has one of the better changeups, so it makes him that much more effective against left-handed hitters. And keep in mind, a lot of people stack up their lineup with switch hitters or left-handed hitters. Quick look at the stats I have so far with him. Now, believe it or not, I have 63 innings pitched and only 35 strikeouts. He's not really a guy I get a ton of strikeouts with. I get a lot of rollovers with, though, and I don't walk many guys either, only 5 walks. Now, in 63 innings, I do have a 1.57 ERA in guys or hitters only batting 193 versus Strasburg, with an amazing whip as well. So, not a guy that you're just, even though he can throw up to 98, not a guy you're just going to blow fastballs by people consistently. He's going to be around that 95, 96 range, but he is a guy that you can get a lot of, weak outs with. So, if you have a good defense behind you, and which my team I do, I have Belcher, Ichiro, Trout, A-Rod, whatever, just a good defense behind him, and he's really a guy you can pitch to contact with, believe it or not. Next, we're going to go to pitching practice and give you guys a few pointers. Alright guys, so here we are in pitching practice. So first we're going to talk about Strasburg facing lefties. So you get this a lot. You'll have, a lot of people like to pitch righties, and a lot of people like to do, they like to counter that with a lot of lefties or a lot of switch hitters in the lineup. Now, I believe this is why Strasburg is still one of the best pitchers in the game. He doesn't necessarily have, the best breaking pitches. I just believe that his changeup can just be such an effective pitch against left-handed pitchers. So, that being said, against lefties, what you want to do is establish that low fastball and low changeup. And what I do a lot of the time is I will do that low fastball, low changeup combo. And it'll, that low fastball, down and in, a lot of people have trouble with it because, they're looking changeup. They're looking changeup and they're just late on it, or sometimes they won't even swing. And if they are late on it, you'll just get a weak pop out or a weak grounder. You can also utilize that slider down and in. Like I said, it has 67 break, but it's still a good pitch, and it'll keep him honest. So you can also use that on lefties. But I want to show you guys some other things I do against lefties. I'll do that whenever they come up again. Now against righties, you want to establish that fastball on the inner half. I mean, Strasburg has really good control of his pitches, so you can pitch anywhere with a fastball. You can do the inner half. You can even do, I like to do high and away a lot. But of course, the slider, I use the slider a ton against righties. Either down and away or down, and you'll get a lot of, weak outs or swing and misses. But something that I like to do against righties that I normally don't do with a lot of, overpowering right-handed pitchers with great fastballs is I will actually use that changeup quite a bit against righties. And like I said, I do kind of the same thing as I do against lefties. I keep the fastball down and I'll mix in those changeups, and you'll get a lot of weak outs just like that. Great pitch to use. His changeup is amazing, guys. So here we have another righty. This is actually Strasburg. And of course, you can still utilize that high and inside fastball. And of course, don't forget the two-seamer. What I like to do with the two-seamer is I like to run it in on righties. And it gets a lot of broken bats and weak pop-outs. You know, they'll get jammed quite a bit on that pitch. You can get them to swing and miss on it as well. It is a pretty good two-seamer since you can throw it for a good velo, you know, around 95. So going back to lefties, another thing I like to do is I like to throw fastballs high and away or middle away, because a lot of people that have lefties are trying to pull everything and they're trying to pull it for power. So what you'll do is if you throw like a two-seamer high and away or middle away, you'll get a lot of, you know, flyouts with this pitch. It can be kind of dangerous if they go with it, but I've noticed like a lot of players with really quick bats have trouble hitting this two-seamer high and away, middle away. So make sure you guys utilize that. You can also utilize a high and away changeup. I know that sounds weird, but trust me, it can work against lefties. A high and away changeup with the high and away fastball combo. So that's Steven Strasburg in a nutshell. He also has a good curveball. I didn't talk too much about that, but you can also utilize the high fastball curveball combo. The main takeaway from Strasburg is that his changeup's amazing, and you can use it against lefties and righties. I feel like, you know, pretty well. Pretty good pitch overall. So that's my review on Strasburg. I think he's a top 5 pitcher in the game. Right now, guys, I still believe that. I still use him. You can also get him in the captain store. So if you guys are looking for a great pitcher and you're not sure on Strasburg, well, that's my opinion of him. So I recommend giving him a try at least. This is card number 5, signing out. Peace.